Hi everyone! I'm so excited to be back in, and I can't wait to be out on court. I hope to see you there. Shocking scenes followed as the tennis world reacted to a moment no one expected. Alex Eala, fresh off her Birmingham Open triumph, suddenly found herself at the center of global attention after receiving a personal congratulatory message from King Charles III. As praise poured in from athletes, fans, and public figures across the world, it was the royal recognition that captured the most attention. Birmingham, England, June 7, 2026. The crowd rose as Alex Eala sealed championship point after more than 2 hours of intense, physically demanding tennis. A perfectly timed cross-court winner delivered her first grass court title and her first WTA trophy since 2025. Relief, emotion, disbelief. All of it poured out as she collapsed into celebration at center court. Only a week earlier, doubts had surrounded her participation. A demanding clay court swing, long matches, travel fatigue, and physical strain had raised questions about whether she should even compete. But Eala ignored the noise. She trusted her preparation, stepped onto the grass in Birmingham, and produced one of the defining performances of her season. Match after match, she fought through pressure, fatigue, and expectation until she stood as champion. And then came the moment that sent social media into overdrive. King Charles III publicly congratulated Alex Eala on her victory, acknowledging the discipline, resilience, and achievement behind her title run. Within minutes, the message went viral. From Manila to London, fans reacted instantly. Thousands of Philippine flags filled comment sections. One phrase echoed repeatedly: "Laban Alex." On court, Eala had already shown exactly why she earned that support. In the final, against the tournament's top seed, she refused to break even when the match began slipping away. Down 4-1 in the second set and visibly exhausted, she didn't fade. She fought back point by point. She broke serve at key moments. And she closed out the match with a decisive winner that sent the stadium into eruption. At the trophy ceremony, she thanked her supporters and dedicated the title to the Philippines, a gesture that resonated far beyond tennis. But the story didn't end there. Days later, confirmation of King Charles III's message added another unexpected layer to her victory. For many, it wasn't just a congratulation. It was recognition on a global stage. Television networks picked up the story. Sports programs replayed the final point. And fans across continents shared the moment as a symbol of pride and inspiration. What began as a tennis tournament had evolved into something larger. A breakthrough performance, a national celebration, and an international spotlight moment for a rising star whose journey continues to grow far beyond the court. It was no longer just about tennis. It was about recognition. About a young athlete from the Philippines earning international respect through discipline, resilience, and relentless belief. Commentators across the sport pointed out that Alex Eala's rise represented something far bigger than a single title. She had become a symbol of possibility, a reminder that talent alone is not enough, but when combined with persistence, it can break through any ceiling. The King's acknowledgement only amplified that meaning. Across the tennis world, analysts and fans began discussing how rapidly her profile had shifted following Birmingham. What started as a breakthrough week had turned into a global story, one that extended far beyond sport. For many Filipinos, the royal message carried a deeper emotional weight. It felt like validation, proof that Alex Eala's journey was being seen, acknowledged, and respected on the world stage. And as congratulatory messages continued to pour in from every corner of the globe, one conclusion became impossible to ignore. This was no longer just a tournament win. It was a defining moment in her career. A turning point that elevated her presence, inspired a nation, and placed her firmly under the global spotlight. But then the story escalated even further. Private audiences at Buckingham Palace are typically reserved for heads of state, global icons, and individuals recognized at the very highest levels of achievement. So, naturally, questions began to spread. Why Alex Eala? And why now? Some analysts suggested a Commonwealth initiative, an effort to highlight rising talent from member nations. Others speculated about a symbolic honor tied to youth development and global sport. But amid all the theories, Alex remained silent. Her team issued only a brief statement confirming she was deeply honored by the invitation and would attend. No details, no explanations, no hints about what was coming next. As June 25, 2026 approached, anticipation reached its peak. Fans and media alike began asking the same question: what could a young tennis player, fresh off a WTA breakthrough, possibly discuss with the King of the United Kingdom? Then the day arrived. At exactly 2 p.m., a black chauffeured vehicle pulled through the gates of Buckingham Palace. Alex Eala stepped out. The sound of cameras filled the air. Her expression calm, but the weight of the moment unmistakable. She wore a traditional Filipiniana gown, elegant, delicate, symbolic, butterfly sleeves flowing with each step, the embroidery reflecting a heritage she carried with pride onto every court in the world. Inside the palace walls, a private audience awaited. 40 minutes passed. No press, no cameras, no public record of the conversation. But later accounts described the meeting as warm, personal, and deeply meaningful. Then, at 3:30 p.m., Buckingham Palace released an official statement. And everything changed again. The announcement confirmed not only the King's admiration for Eala's rise, but the creation of a new honor, the Queen Elizabeth II Commonwealth Young Athlete Award. A historic recognition designed to celebrate athletes who embody courage, resilience, and the spirit of fair play. And the first ever recipient would be Alex Eala. But the announcement did not end there. The award included an invitation to a future state banquet at Buckingham Palace, a specially designed medal crafted by the Royal Mint, and most significantly, a £100,000 grant dedicated to grassroots tennis development in the Philippines. Funds aimed at building courts, expanding coaching programs, and creating opportunities for the next generation of Filipino athletes. According to the statement, His Majesty's commitment to youth development and Commonwealth unity had long been central to his public work. And in Alex Eala, he saw those values reflected, not only in her results, but in her resilience, humility, and integrity. The reaction was immediate. The tennis world stopped. Social media erupted. Coco Gauff called it so deserved. Naomi Osaka praised her influence beyond the court. But the most powerful reaction came from home. In Quezon City, crowds gathered outside her family residence, waving flags and chanting her name. And from the highest level of government, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. described her as a national treasure whose achievements had brought immense pride to the Philippines. What had begun as a tennis story had now become something much larger. A cultural moment, a national celebration, and an international recognition of a young athlete whose journey was still only beginning pride to the country. The hashtag linking Alex Eala and the King trended worldwide for hours, dominating global headlines and social media feeds alike. Back in Manila, her mother, Risa, watched it all unfold in silence, tears filling her eyes as she reflected on the long journey from childhood dreams to global recognition. But amid the celebration, one detail stood out. Not everyone in the tennis world responded. The WTA remained notably silent. No immediate statement. No official acknowledgement. Just an absence. And for millions of fans watching around the world, that silence felt heavier than any headline. Like a pause the sport itself had not yet figured out how to respond to. As night fell over Metro Manila, the city still carried the glow of a historic day. A day that felt larger than sport. In her childhood bedroom, Alex Eala sat quietly. The Buckingham Palace medal remained sealed in its velvet box on the nightstand. Beside it, official documents confirming a landmark grant sat neatly stacked, funding the construction of 6 new tennis courts across Luzon and the Visayas. She didn't speak. She didn't move much. Not because of pressure, but because of meaning. At 21 years old, she was now a grass court champion, a guest of Buckingham Palace. And, whether she had chosen it or not, the face of something far bigger than herself. Earlier that evening, before the full wave of media attention settled, She had arrived quietly at Ninoy Aquino International Airport. No ceremony, no official welcome, and yet somehow, word had spread. Nearly 2,000 people were already waiting outside the terminal, flags waving, handwritten signs raised high, chants echoing through the arrival hall until the sound became impossible to ignore. She moved through them slowly, holding her mother's hand, stopping often, not as a superstar passing through a crowd, but as someone trying to meet every face that called her name. Children reached for her. Parents lifted phones with shaking hands. And one moment in particular stayed behind. A young girl, no older than 8, pressed forward with a drawing of a tennis court. Above it, a single word written in uneven letters, Salamat. Alex knelt down, looked her in the eyes, and spoke softly. Huwag kang sasuko. Hindi mahalaga kung saan ka galing. Mahalaga kung saan ka papunta. Don't stop. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you're going. The girl broke into tears. And so did Alex. Later that night, alone in her room, the noise of the world finally faded. She didn't scroll through headlines. She didn't watch interviews. She opened her phone and read something quieter. Messages. Stories from young athletes across the Philippines. A tennis player from Iloilo who had once been told she wasn't good enough. A child who had stopped playing but started again. Another who now believed the court belonged to her too. And in those messages, Alex didn't see fame. She didn't see titles. She saw something simpler. A beginning that no longer belonged only to her.